Hello, everybody. Jason Up, New Year's Revolution stairs. About to go into the cave. For a very abbreviated video today, I'm about to settle in for the Royal Rumble in a couple of hours. So I just figured I'd come down, give a little update on the shelf. On the display. It's turning into a little bit more than a shelf. We're definitely going to call it a bench. And I like it. It'll be fine. I built the legs at 3 feet, and that's a little tall. It's a little tall, but we're okay. It's actually going to give us a lot of storage underneath. A lot of storage underneath, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I'm actually, I'm very happy with the room. Yeah, Royal Rumble tonight. Royal Rumble. Huge. As insane as this may sound, I did not watch the original Royal Rumble, which was on the USA Network in 1988. Why? No idea. No idea. The only thing I could think of was that I was 12 and didn't know to look because WWF certainly did not advertise, to my knowledge, the Royal Rumble's on the USA Network. Just like house shows. I didn't know they were on. I didn't know that house shows were on. Madison Square Garden shows, Philly shows. I had no idea. You just get lucky and catch them. Even though we had a TV guide, all it said was wrestling in the TV guide. It didn't say Royal Rumble. So now, as I said that, now I have to track down the television guide for the Royal Rumble and see what it says. Oh, that's exciting. You just gave me a new collection idea. Thank you very much. Shelves are coming down. We're making changes. These are small changes that are not going to make a big deal. We're not going to make a big deal of it. We're moving through. It's going to be fine. But anyway, I did not watch the Royal Rumble 1988. My first Royal Rumble was 1989. And that was the year that my mind was completely blown because Axe and Smash drew numbers 1 and 2. And that's complete insanity in the mind of at that time, 13-year-old. And I remember jumping out of my skin when they started to throw hands, and even further jumping out of my skin when they stopped beating each other up to then turn and fight off Andre the Giant. I thought that was the greatest thing ever. And then I believe the 92 Royal Rumble is probably the greatest of all time, the Ric Flair win, because you have so much history in that Royal Rumble. I mean, obviously it's been talked about a million times. I'm really just doing a filler video here. But the 92, what I liked about the 92 Royal Rumble is that the WWF did something that they don't normally do. They kind of acknowledged the past. Right? They had, I think, Piper and Valentine go at it. They had, I think, Steamboat and Flair go at it. Martel and Flair. Kerry Von Erich and Flair, if I'm remembering correctly. And I just thought that was great. I thought that, to acknowledge that, even subtly, they didn't say anything like, oh, Kerry Von Erich beat Ric Flair in 1984. They didn't do that, obviously. It wasn't today's WWF. But they did a good enough job acknowledging stuff non-verbally, and I thought that was awesome. And I've always just loved the Royal Rumble. I've always loved because I've always loved battle royals, and I love the uncertainty, the unknown of the Royal Rumble. Over the past few years, I don't think there's been any big surprises in the Royal Rumble because we don't really have any free agents anybody cares about anymore. But I think the last time I popped pretty good was when Diesel came back, when they brought back Diesel for a Royal Rumble. I thought that was great. I assume they could do something like this today. I kind of thought maybe Brock Lesnar, but he has now been implicated by name in the Vince McMahon case, so he's not coming back. Maybe Triple H throws himself in there, being Hall of Fame nominated. I don't know. I will see. Gone are the days that Coco Beware is going to run out, or Honky Tonk Man, or Hacksaw Duggan. I understand that, but I still enjoy the Royal Rumble, even if I only know about 50% of what's going on in wrestling at this particular time. I still like it, and I'm going to get it. And now that they're free with the Netflix, or is it on Netflix tonight, or is it on Peacock? That will have to be figured out. I think it's on Peacock still. I think maybe no, it's on Netflix, right? Anyway, I think it'll be fun, and I can separate the past from the present. I can watch the Royal Rumble and enjoy it, and not sit around and cry and whine about good old wrestling of the past. So I will thoroughly enjoy the Royal Rumble tonight. We have a guest coming, of course. My pal Tansky will be here. For some of you longtime channel subscribers, he's been around in the past on videos when we were working with Chris Seaver. Tansky and I have such an interesting history. My old childhood pal, Howie, when I moved from Chilai to a town called Greece, which is only 20 minutes away from Chilai, but it may as well have been 3 continents, Howie and Chris Tansky became pals. So it was like these generations of friendship. So it's nice to have Tansky back in my life. That's good. So he'll be here watching the Royal Rumble. I'm making some chicken wings with a couple of different sauces. We've got some carrots and celery and some blue cheese, and it's just going to be a good old time. So that's that. We'll watch the Royal Rumble tonight. Tomorrow, if all goes as planned, we'll have an interview with Travis Orndorff on the big show tomorrow, and I'll post that up Sunday night, so you'll actually get it about an hour after it happened. So that should be fun. And I'll continue working on this bench. We do have a package coming next week that completes the Hasbro project, ladies and gentlemen. The Hasbro Ring project is now complete because of an arriving package, and I'm down to one more figure that needs to complete. I need Jake's snake. So I need Randy Savage and I need Damien, and that is it. Hasbro Series 1 is done, and the Hasbros are done too. I will not get any more. After the Hasbros, we're going to complete the He-Man figures and the castles. We're going to get a couple more vehicles, and then we're done with He-Man, and then we're going to do a couple Bone Crunchers, maybe a couple series, maybe a lot of Bone Crunchers. I could see myself getting 30, 40 Bone Crunchers and just displaying those up. I'm looking forward to that. And then that's it. Maybe add a Remco. We're gonna have all this room over here for carded stuff, so that'll be cool. If I can grab some more carded stuff. So that's that. Let me give you a spin around. Now it's in its very elementary stages. It is very it's a little barbaric right now, but I'm going to put a skirt on it. You won't be able to see underneath it. We're going to dress up the tabletop with a little bit of fake grass, and it's going to be good. So let's take a look at what I built. Let me spin you around. All right, so here's what I got. All this cost me about $20. So I've set up the Ghostbusters just to get them off the floor. I don't necessarily think this is how they're going to stay, but they might. And then over here, we have the He-Man stuff. Now, I was worried about space, and there's not a lot of space. I probably could have built it a little bit further out, maybe, but then I wouldn't have been able to get in there. But we're fine. I don't like the castles open anyway. I'm going to complete the castles, but I think they look better closed. And then we're going to pose some of the figures, pose them on the vehicles, pose them in battle. We've only got Series 1. So it's not like I need tons of room for figures, but this is going to be the He-Man. Ghostbusters is over there. Plenty of room underneath for stuff. That's good. And I'm not going to move this now. I'm going to do something else over here, and you'll see. I'm going to be able to get the two bases off of the ground and do a little G.I. Joe scene too, because some of this stuff is going to go someplace else. So that's going to stay there. But anyway, that's what I did. I built it. It's done. Very, 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 very rough. Very, very just 2x4s and a little piece of Luan, and we're good. And I'm probably not even identifying this correctly as Luan. I don't think it is. It's just really cheap little wood. But yeah, we're gonna dress that up, and I don't know what I'm gonna do up here. I have no idea. I don't care. We'll see. But there we go. The Ghostbusters are set up, and again, it'll come down, and I'll put some stuff down on the tabletop. You know, some grass over here, maybe some like highway road type sticker. Like they sell. My friend Cassette Phase sent me a link to some stuff. They sell like sticky tiles that look like bricks and things like that. So we'll end up doing that. And then this, I want to put some AstroTurf down. But so, and then I got to figure out ways to get these He-Mans to stand. I don't want to do doll stands, and I don't want to lean them up against everything. So we got to figure out how to get He-Mans to stand. I don't think they don't have peg holes, so we can't do that. But we'll figure it out. So I got to complete all those, and I got to get these books up here on this shelf with some picture frame holders. Then we're going to add another shelf for the magazines, and we're just going to keep having some fun in the room. All right, that's all. I'm going to go prep for the Royal Rumble, and we'll see you all tomorrow with Travis Orndorff on the big show, son of Paul Orndorff. We'll see you next time. A good night now.